All right, y'all. Good evening. This is Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. And for anyone who's watching my replay, please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. Like, share, and subscribe. And this way you can get the latest videos that as they are made, they come in. And please leave me a comment. I really do love comments. And I'm glad to see folks coming in this evening. All right, just too early to have problems with the internet. It's been happening everywhere. Hey, Cheryl Park. Faulkner. Faulkner, thank you for stopping in this evening. Sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with my tongue tonight. It's not working right. You eating dinner? All right, eat a little bit for me. God's desire for me. Thank you for coming in this evening. I really appreciate it. Doing your hair, girl. Somebody need to do something with mine, please. Hey, Yankee sister, how are you, darling? How are you? Can't stay with be in the bush just listening. That's all right, long as you hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. Yes, indeedy. Hey, Bayou Sugar. How are you, sweetheart? Glad you're here tonight. The Winning Walk with Christina. Is this your first time here? I just saw you in who's that? African Dreamings. Yeah, yeah. Hey, ghetto, how are you, huh? Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you. Well, Winning Walk with Christina, thank you. Welcome in. Hey, Jeanette Cruz and Homestead and K Renee's Gardening. Good evening, good evening. Backyard Garden Flow 21. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Uh-oh. Me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do. Hey, Lala, there go my girl. She's in his house. All right. Sweet Thumb, thank you for stopping in this evening. Glad to see you. Yes, indeed. Sina Renee, hey, thank you for stopping in this evening. Glad to see you. All righty. We got folks popping in left and right. Okay, somebody saying hi to TLC. For some reason, TLC won't pick up on my computer. I won't pick up on hers and it won't pick on mine. We got to get it together and find out why not. But hey, TLC in the garden. Hey, daughter. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Oh, and I see my boy Mike. Mike, I want to ask you because I know between you and I, especially in the early part of spring when they first come out, did you see the seed haul that You Grow Row got from all those different companies? The video she put out. That girl, I thought she likes tomatoes like you like peppers when it comes to having seeds and trying it and growing them. So yeah, that was I was laughing. I was like, child, does she have every kind of pepper they got out here? A few of them I heard of. The rest of them I have no idea where they came from. Yes, indeedy. Are we gonna behave tonight, Miss Thing? She's upset at me because I've been spending more time at my granddaughter's house helping out with the new baby. So I've been hit and miss here at home, and she hadn't been too thrilled about that. So right now she's been acting up. Now, on Monday I did a video where I had on a wool hat and a hoodie and a jacket. Well, it was like 32 degrees that day. Today was 74. So this is why this is truly flu and pneumonia time of the year because our temperatures fluctuate so much. It was 47 like Sunday, 32 Monday, then it jumped to 65, I think, Tuesday. It was 72 degrees yesterday because me and my granddaughter and the baby, we all went for a walk and then we went out today and it was 74. So this weather's just going up and down. And I'm upset because I bought all those plants inside that's in the basement when they could have stayed outside. I think they might have fared those 2 days of cold weather, but they missing all this extra sunshine out here because it's just the weather's been so crazy here. So just in case we get another severe frost there in the basement, I don't have to worry about. Hey, there she go. There go my girl Crystal. Whole new perspective. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I know you're a busy lady, so I'm glad you were able to come in this evening. Thank you, Mike. Yep. Thank you. Show me like me a lot. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have a giveaway this evening. Um, I think it's a halfway decent giveaway. I shot past 1,000 so quickly till I didn't get a chance to have a giveaway then, and I'm up to like maybe 1,200 or so, 1,300, and I mean it's just growing. And you guys weren't kidding. Once you pass that 1,000 mark, it just grows. So I appreciate you guys, everybody in the chat. Yes. Hey, G Mama Grows. Hey, Heart in the Garden. Thank you for stopping in. Lashes, my girl, how are you? Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I've been watching your videos about you and your raw. I guess is it like a vegan? Your diets with your vegetables and all of that. I really enjoy that. Yes, indeed. And your walks too, and the days that you do exercising. I'm trying to get into exercise. I have physical therapy now every Monday and Friday, and they have me in the pool. I do aquatics. Matter of fact, I go tomorrow, and I'm liking it. I've been sleeping better. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. Everybody saying hello. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see you because I figured by this time of day you putting your babies to bed. Because you be up early in the morning. I'm retired. I only get up early if I have to. I got to get up early tomorrow because I got physical therapy at 9:15. Broke, broke. I've been waiting to see you pop up. I was saving this just for you. And I'm going to show y'all the proper way to pour beer. You always pour it on the side. You never just pour it. If you don't want all that foam, you pour it slow. You see, you don't have all that foam in there. You want to drink all your beer? That's how you do it. And, and y'all see that red stripe. All right, broke guava, cold beer. I've been a little thirsty. I haven't had a chance to drink a beer at my granddaughter's house because I didn't want to hold a baby and have beer beer breath trying to hold a baby. She's getting big and fat and she's cooling and she done found a hand. Now she found a thumb. We're trying to keep her from sucking on it. That's a whole new thing. Oh, Country Hustle one-on-ones in here. I missed you. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in this evening. Saying hello to everybody. Hey, J3GS. Hey, I see a lot of folks that was over in African Dreaming sliding over here to say hello to me, and I appreciate that. What is it? Grow him now. It's oh, thank you, Cheryl. Oh, yes, indeed. So, all right. J3 got everybody up in there. He typed it in real quick. Y'all got them fingers, them magic fingers. Sometimes my fingers don't work. They work when they feel like it. Um, my topic for tonight is who helped you build your raised beds or your chicken coops or your rabbit houses or your quail houses or your goat pens. Um, I know I actually watched Mr. H and Mrs. H on Homestead Heart when they first got that property. You know, I watched them from the very beginning when they were in the car driving, looking for property and checking out stuff, and how they had to gradually build, or they had some buildings there, but they had to reinforce them. All right. So that the animals that they put in these buildings would have a safe place to stay and a dry place to stay. I know she was having problems with snakes for a while. They're getting into her chicken coop. But I've seen a lot of people in the chat have gotten chickens. And I want to know how many of you actually built your chicken coop or did you order it and put it together? Now, I know between Presbyterian and Black's Tropical, they did the video on her ordering and putting a coop together. So, how many other handy people do we have in here? I built my own raised beds. Um, I went to Home Depot and I just had them cut the lumber, and I went outside with my drill and I built my own raised beds. I need some new ones now because the old ones are decaying because I've had them so long. So now I'm breaking out into those metal garden raised beds now and grow bags. Uh, Jeanette Cruz and Homestead said my hubby did, and a youth pastor and one youth. Oh, okay. That's nice. People from your church came over and helped you build your raised beds. Because I remember I was laughing at Marie when she did a hoop house when she got out there. She said, I ain't scared of no power tools. I'm not scared of them either. So, how many other people in here? J3GS said, I did my own work. Okay. All right. Hey, Joshua Gabriel, thank you for stopping in. You said, I do everything on my own. I'm pretty crafty in my garden. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm finding out more and more women are starting to get into, doing it themselves, Hey, I was watching a video the other day and I can't remember who it was, but she was trying to work a jigsaw and they were teaching her how to work tools. Hey, David Corey with Crop. I'm handy, Sweet Thumb said, but I bought everything so far. Found a great deal on cedar elevated beds. So, hey, it does make a difference if you bought them in a box and you had to assemble them, because at the end, the purpose of it is having a bed to grow your vegetables in. She'll say, I put my raised bed together. That's right. All right. A lot of people are handy. I see a lot of people buying certain buildings. They're actually buying wood sheds and converting them into chicken coops. I've seen them take dog runs and turn them into chicken coops. I've seen other forms and ways that people have been taking different kind of materials and buildings to build, whether it's a raised bed or a chicken coop or a chicken run. I've been seeing people using chain link fences as well as wood, along with these metal tubs and what have you. Hey, Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Thank you for stopping in this evening. All right, people, make sure that as you come in, you take time to hit that like button and show me that you like me. Just a little bit would be greatly appreciated. Learning how things work is beneficial. If it breaks down, I can fix it back. Well, that's how you're supposed to. You shouldn't have to hunt somebody down saying, well, how did you put this together? And can you come back and fix it for me? Uh, and that's rough, especially when you got a lot of raised beds or frames or what have you. I'm pretty handy, but sometimes the lumber is heavy and it's too much for me and I need help now. So I'm trying to find someone who wants to come over and help me build. We got a lot of teenagers in the neighborhood, but I'm trying to find one or two who might be interested in gardening so they can help me and show them how it's done. And maybe in their own yards, they can make their own raised beds and grow their stuff. I do it all myself. I like to recycle old furniture. That potato bed I made was out of an old California king bed frame. I remember when you did it. I watched the video. That's why I was asking you about it, because you had your sweet potatoes in there. I was like, that's what you call a real garden bed. It was made out of a bed. Tish, the natural. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Glad to see you. What Mike say? Oh, that's right. Type MSOG Drop your channel, drop your growth zone and the state you're in case we have anybody new in the chat, or even if we have somebody else that's in the chat want to know where you're located at so they can come check out your videos and they can show you that they like you just a little bit in regards to your content because not everybody grows the same thing. I'm in North, uh, and our weather right now is wishy-washy. For a minute there, it was cold. I mean, people was turning their heat on. It got down in the 30s. Okay, so now it's up in the 70s. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I'll take it for whatever it is. I got my front door open right now, letting fresh air in. I don't turn my heat on until the 1st of November. I don't care how cold it get in the house. I will put on heavy sweaters, throw an extra comforter on the bed, but I have a set time for when I want to start running my gas bill up until the spring of next year when it's warm enough to turn it off. When you get on a budget, you try to keep within that budget. But it hasn't been super cold. I just got some good warm house coats. I got nice fluffy house coats and house shoes and all that good stuff. Okay. Hey, Tian, how are you, sweetie? Glad to see you this evening. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, so I've only seen about 3 or 4 people who put in a comment in regards to who's been building what. How many more females do we have in here? Because I know uh, we got a lot of single females. So do you have someone um, to help you to build your raised beds or even just to move around? I got 5-gallon buckets. That's when they full of dirt. I'm not about to move there. I'm not even supposed to pick up a 5-pound bag of sugar, much longer a 5-gallon bucket of soil. So what I try to do is put my buckets where I want them to be. And then, if they want to bring the soil over and dump them in the buckets, and then I can stir it up and then plant whatever I want in there, fine and dandy. Uh, I got some garlic yesterday. Well, not yesterday, a couple of days back. I've been at my granddaughter's house. I lose track of time. And if you watch my video, I harvested those Yukon potatoes, and they were huge. So I'm going to reamend that soil because this is in a real tall trash can, and I'm going to add my garlic in there for next year. So I hope I get it in there without the animals tearing it up. Yeah, no hashtag at MSOG. Just type that in. Trish says she's in zone 6 looking for advice for spring. Okay, which zone 6, Trish? Because zone 6 goes a long way. It can start from Christian's backyard gardener. Hello, thank you for coming in. You built your own wooden raised beds. That's nice. Zone 6 can go from as high as Connecticut all the way down through here all the way to Chicago. So what part of zone 6 are you in? I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. If I remember, I think you said you're in Ohio too. So most of our spring don't warm up until almost the end of May. You can start like in February planting seeds and getting your starts ready. So once the temperature starts to warm up and get above 50 degrees longer than 5 days, you can take your plants out and start to acclimate them so that once the soil reached that certain temperature, you can plant um, out in your garden and get a head start. Oh, you're in St. Louis. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, you have to find out when your last frost date is and then kind of go from there. Oh, this chat just jumped. I think I just saw the analytic gardener. Hello, hello. And the drills. Hello, thank you for stopping in. How do you keep cats out of your garden? No food is just like the beds. I found out they don't like lavender. If you can find some liquid lavender, like at maybe like Wally World or something in their scent department where they had candles and that, you can put some of that around. They don't like human hair. I've tried a few of those things and they work, but once it rains, you got to reapply that stuff. Yeah, everybody saying hello to one another. Gotta hang out in the bushes while washing dishes. That's okay. If you listen, I greatly appreciate it. I do. And I hope T Nog is listening tonight, Miss Linda. Hope you're feeling better. Um, I know we really miss you being on longer than an hour on what's this? Thursday, Tuesday. And we know that it takes time to fully recover and get back to your old self. So I'm just saying I miss you. Hope you're feeling better. Take care of yourself as well as Led Farmer, who had that hernia operation, and his family hope to keep him sitting still long enough so that he can heal up as well. So if there's anybody else in the chat, also, Cassandra South Fulton lost her father and her best friend within the same week, a couple of days apart, I do believe. So we sent out prayers, and our love to her as well. She might not be in the chat tonight, but I'm just letting you know, Cassandra, I'm thinking about you, and I'm quite sure our garden community is thinking about you as well. The large park near my house is giving away free mulch. What can I do with it? Oh, you can do a lot with that. The free mulch. Mm, I know a lot of people don't like free mulch because in some cases they don't know where it came from, and they don't know if it's full of weed seeds or vine roots that could become a nuisance, or it can go from one extreme to the next. I would say let it sit over the winter. If you're not absolutely sure with it, I put mine around my fruit trees. I have fruit trees in containers. And I also put leaves down, and then I put the mulch on top of the leaves to help with erosion and to just re energize my soil. So, come springtime, I can take that, pull it off, and put it in my compost pile, or I can take a rototiller and rototill it into the soil. A lot of people say don't dig your mulch into your soil because it will extract the nitrogen out of it. Well, if they're broken down to a certain degree, they're actually become food more so. It's only when they're real fresh, I wouldn't do it. But if they start breaking down and they're real loose, I've done it and I've been doing it for years. Now, that might not work for you, but it works for me. So if they're really broken down, it's okay. But if they're real fresh, I wouldn't do it. I would let them sit to a side for at least 6 months to a year to start breaking down before using it. Um, Wait a minute. I saw someone I hadn't seen in a while, and I really need to say hello to him. Destiny Donnan, that's who I see. I hadn't seen you in a while. Are you okay, hon? I haven't seen you in a while. You said in the bushes too and unable to respond. Okay, well, when you get a chance, email me and let me know something because I've missed you. I know I hadn't seen you in a while, and I do appreciate you stopping in and seeing you tonight. Thank you so much for letting us know you're still alive and kicking. Miss Betsy Lou, I don't think I ever seen you in my chat before, but thank you for stopping in tonight. I really appreciate that. I really do. And I'm here every Thursday night at 7 o'clock, like clockwork. As long as I'm alive and kicking and I can still breathe, this is where I'm at. Everybody saying hello. Josh, you go to it and get all. Yeah, yep. So we got a lot of folks in here who are a little handy dandy. Some of them have spouses. That's good. Some of it can do it themselves. Might even have a neighbor that's handy. So yeah, I grabbed my neighbor too, but the neighbor that was helping me work in my garden, he kind of passed away suddenly, so I had to do a lot on my own. But I'm trying to teach young people. It's so hard to teach these young people out here how to be self-sufficient. Their parents haven't shown them. All they know is credit card, debit card. Uh, what is these people out here that deliver the food? That's the only thing they know out here. They don't know how to grow. They don't know where their food come from. They don't know how real food tastes and not hot house. It's a shame in regards to that. Excuse me. Good eats. Good evening. How are you? Oh, thank you, darling. I'm feeling a little royal tonight. Oh, yeah. I was just asking Good Eats, how or who or do you build your own raised beds or chicken coop or rabbit houses or quail dens or goat pens? I also think about a micro farmer with his chickens and rabbits and what have you. You know, he builds a lot of his own stuff. So I've seen a lot of the guys in building stuff, but I don't hear too much of the females um, building or putting together the stuff in their gardens. So I just want to know how many of them out here are pretty handy with the drill and maybe a saw and nails and what have you. I use buckets for gardening, but neighbors pitched a fit. So I replaced whole garden with pretty containers. Oh, I wouldn't let them folks next door worry me. Oh, I wish my neighbors would say something about my what my garden looked like. You are providing food for yourself and family. But if that's the way you want to keep the peace, my hat's off to you. I tip it. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Y'all, somebody cut the lot. They didn't cut the back, but they cut the front. I have no idea who did it. All my friends who I asked who own lawn services to cut, they said it wasn't them. So I have no idea, but they cut just the front and it looks really nice. So my neighbors haven't said anything else to me, which I didn't care one way or the other because I told them the next time they holler and talk to me, I'm going to file a police report for harassment. So they've left me alone. They found out I'm not a pushover. I was like, I don't have nobody bully me. We don't do that. They even called the cops. I'm being persecuted. What? Oh, no, 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 no. For what? For growing food? That's so sad. Well, I have problems with my neighbors over here. They threatened to destroy my garden because the weeds that was in the front was too high. Yeah, it's sad. People out here, they got their priorities mixed up. Stuff they need to take care of and mind their own beeswax. They mess with everybody else. Wellness with Frugal Mom. Hey, hon, you slid in here. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. They even called the cops. I wish they would call the cops. I'll be on every news channel out here. You'll say I did not know I was good at building things until I actually did. Yeah, it's just like anything else. You find the instructions and take your time to do it. If you make a mistake, no big deal. You can go out and get some more lumber and use that for steaks or something. Yeah, Mike's in Zone 4, Minnesota. I think Minnesota should be right next to Alaska. As cold as it getting as much snow y'all get. All right, I got the gnats. I done bought some plants in and I got to get rid of these gnats. You good? Surely God is good to stay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna put him first. I'm gonna put him first, and I'm gonna let the other folks worry about it second. You know, it's now that's what I call petty. Now the things that they need to call on, they don't. And petty stuff is like right up front. It could be somebody across the street beating his wife half to death, and that's domestic violence. They're not gonna call the police on them because they scared that they might come over and attack them. But I'm trying to grow food to sustain my life, my family's life, and you gonna call the cops? That's a whole different level of petty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, I say you pray up and then and let the rest of it just go, because these people had nothing else better to do. 3 times people tore out my crops, my perfectly reasonable. OMG. Now that it'd have been a war. Oh, I'd have had to put some cameras out to find out who did that. They actually pulled your crops out. Well, the guy next door, he threatened to destroy my garden. And I told him to touch it and see what happened. That didn't happen. But your folks actually tore it out 3 times. What is wrong with these people? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that, but don't let that discourage you. Keep growing. Now that you put your garden in pretty pots, they leaving it alone. That's just crazy. But you know what though? Like they said, God don't like ugly. Yeah, what goes around comes around. It's going to snow Saturday, Mike, in Minnesota. Wow. Guava, y'all. Yeah. Well, I hope they leave you alone. I hope you can enjoy it. Yeah. It need to be because Minnesota is cold. I remember Mike was telling us he and his wife they missed a couple lives because they was out there for like 2 hours just shoveling snow so they could just get out the driveway. And I was like, ooh, we had a reasonably mild winter last year. I call cops every single time they bully me because I'm disabled. And you're disabled? Oh my gosh. That ain't nothing but the devil. Nothing but the devil. People who why do they care? I don't understand that. What kind you got some evil people over there. Ooh, all you can do is pray for them. That's all you can do. Pray for them. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to hear that, Miss Betty Lou. I'm really sorry to hear that. Wow. Mm. Uh, Joshua said that's why I called the cops, or they put acid on my doorknobs and hold doors, so I report to landlord, super, and helper. What? What is wrong with these people? Oh, they don't have nothing else better to do, huh? Wow. Hey, Nikki. Hey, boo. How are you? Thank you for stopping in this evening. Oh, boy. Somebody told me you are a year more beautiful. I think I heard that Wednesday. Mm. Hey, Grover Hudson. Hey, Gia, how are you? Girl, I'm waiting on you to come over here and cook me a cake or pound cake. You, I like cheesecake when we come to the Soil family next year. I do like cheesecake. Oh, girl, you be baking your butt off and you be getting down. Just say you in the bushes and listen. That's okay. I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do. Handle your business. God like ugly or ugly people. He don't like ugly. There's plenty of ugly people out here, but he don't like ugly. How you treat other ones, you know. Even the golden rule, you treat people like you want to be treated. You don't do that. You don't do that because see, you have to answer to the Almighty. See, I can say anything I want. The police can say anything I want. Your neighbors can say anything they want. But when it comes to Judgment Day, they got to answer to Him, and that's the way I look at it. Yeah, I understand. Ghetto. Yeah, that's a shame. But she's disabled, and that's even worse. That's even worse. You know, and they know this. Why would you do that? That shows you your heart. You don't have the right heart condition. I became a volunteer for the state crops. So now crops know what's what with me. Nobody says a word about anything now. But you shouldn't have had to go through that in the first place. That's the killer part about it. That's just, I mean, people got too much time on their hands to do some of the craziest stuff. That's just crazy. That's just, mm, let me shut up because I'm starting to feel like how Leah was feeling about Princess Leia. You know, people make you want to say stuff ah, and do stuff. Yeah, that is cruel. You can't tag everyone. That's all right. That's all right, Grandma Hudson. We know that you in the house and you saying hello to everybody. Hudson saying hello to everybody. She on the phone, can't type up to everybody. She's also in the bushes, so that's okay. They will certainly get preyed upon around here. Yeah, well, that doesn't solve the issue though. That's the killing part about it. That just makes it worse. Oh yeah, David, that white cake was the bomb. I wanted some of that white cake. I wanted to reach through the screen. That's why I told her, when we come to the Soil Family Expo next year, I like a cheesecake. Liz B. Journey. What's up, sweetie? How are you? Thank you for coming in tonight. Mary, grow with me, 1964. Thank you very much for stopping in this evening. Ladies that just came in, the topic for tonight is who helped you build your raised beds, chicken coops, rabbit houses, quail dens, or goat pens. If you have any of these articles in your yard that you're growing from, did you build them yourself or did you have help? Did you do it from raw materials and build it from scratch, or did you get a kit and take the kit and put it together so that you would have an instant garden so that you could just add soil to and plant in? Yeah. G Monroe said I say the same thing about G. Yes. Girlfriend, no, she be throwing down. She be coming up with some nice recipes, making all kinds of goodies. Had that kitchen smelling good all day long. I've been making a lot of cakes and pies myself. I just don't videotape any of it. Yep. I'm gonna tell you, my landlady, this part early part of this year, she surprised me. Now I've been growing peonies on the side of the house here next to my rose bushes. And she was complaining about the big black ants. And we didn't have them this year. It was the wasps that were eating off the residue off the peonies so they can bloom. Well, I wasn't home one day. When I came back home, it was just a bush. She had literally came over and popped off every blossom on that bush. I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't get upset because one, it wasn't my bush. If that bush was here when I came, I just propagated it and kind of clip it back and keep it going. But she was adamant about getting rid of that. So I asked her, can I dig it up and put it somewhere else? And she said, yeah. So I'm gonna dig it up and put it over in my lot to attract bees and what have you to the garden. But I couldn't believe it. I mean, they were getting ready to bloom the next day. She came over and she popped off every blossom off that bush. All I could do was shake my head. I was like, wow. Miss T with the T, the traveling lady going from college to college, saying hello to Jay Jordan and other friends you got. Yes, indeedy. Have your daughter picked a college yet? I know y'all traveling from one state to another, checking out stuff. So, or does she have an idea where she would like to go? John, saw you earlier. How are you, dear? I pray it was having a wonderful day. I did. I got a chance to go for me and my granddaughter and my great granddaughter. We went to Dollar Tree, did a few things, and just went outside. It was a beautiful day here in Cleveland. Monday was 32, today was 74. The weather is crazy. People can be some of the meanest people towards each other. They can. Yeah, and that's like I said, Nikki, they got too much time on their hands and can't find anything constructive to do. So they're good at being mean and evil, which is crazy. He said, and I'm a Christian, so I'm nice even when they talk and yell at me. I bet you they call themselves so-called Christians too. Christians don't do that to other Christians, period. So yeah, I'm just glad things are a little bit better for you. This crazy weather. Yeah, Miss T, I was laughing at you because you were saying that when you saw my video when I was harvesting the potatoes and stuff, how bundled up I was. It was 32 degrees. I better been bundled. That was not t-shirt and shorts weather Monday. It was freezing. I'm surprised y'all didn't see my breath. It was cold out there. I had on two pairs of gloves so my hands would stay warm digging in that cold dirt. So yeah, it was. It was cold. It was cold. It was 32 degrees here Monday. And today is 74. Yeah. This is why they call it flu and pneumonia weather because of the ups and downs. Okay, folks saying hi to one another. Yeah, well, anytime someone says something mean to you, it's gonna make you angry, Joshua. It makes us all angry. It's like, what the hey? What did I do to you? You make people want to know why you go there. Who's a giveaway? Congrats on going over 1K. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a an hour in, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway. So if you're in the bushes, still keep listening, cause I think I got some nice gifts that somebody might like to have. Christine's backyard garden. What's a soil family expo? Glad you asked that question. Black's tropical homestead. Sherry and Bobby live in Savannah, Georgia, and what that is like 3 days in Savannah, Georgia, where all your YouTube content creators, along with their family and friends, we all gather together and we socialize. Friday night is like the meet and greet. Saturday, during the day, they have booths and they sell their wares. And later on Saturday evening, we all meet together to have dinner. And then later on after that, it's party time. Sunday, for the ones who haven't left and gone back home early, we all meet at a diner for breakfast and we take goo gobs of pictures and then everybody goes back their merry way. You get a chance to interchange with one another. You get a chance to meet each other in person. Like right now in this chat, I've actually met a lot of these people in person. I've actually cried. I've hugged, I have kissed, I have drank with them, I've partied with them, I have ate with them. And we got a chance to see each other in person. And you can encourage new people who are trying to start their channels and help them to get to their milestones or help them with just starting out. We got a lot of new gardeners this year. I mean, they was popping up real tough. And you get a chance to meet people that lives in your grow zone that you might be able to get personable with, even exchange phone numbers, come to each other's homes or wherever your garden is at and help one another. We're just a community of people who love gardening, and we're from all walks of life. Some of us are young, some of us are old, some are in between. Some of them are crafters. We have attorneys, we have fitness people, we have actual farmers, um, crafters. I mean, we got people from all different walks of life. All right. I'm a retiree, I'm over 70. And there's a lot more that's popping up in here that are retirees and over 70 and they love to garden. I've been gardening all my life. Okay. So um, it's a way of life for me. I have never lived anywhere and not have a garden. Here, I've been here almost 24 years and I've been able to landscape the yard front and back. And I acquired a quarter of an acre lot, a house over from me, that I do deep gardening with veggies and fruit trees. And as in this chat, we learn to acquire different veggies that you might have never tried before, different fruits, different berries, all kinds of things that you might have never known that's even out here because you've only seen maybe on TV or heard about them, but you have never grown them personally. We swap seeds We swap emails and addresses. We contact one another. Not only seeds, but plants. Someone might even gift you something, whether it's plants or seeds or what have you. I have a giveaway shortly, and you're going to see some of the things that I personally will be giving away to people in the chat. We're going to do a numbers thing. So, yeah, the Soil Family Expo, and they have the mayor of Savannah comes in, and he reads well, he sends his representative, and they read proclamations in regards to how much Sherry and Bobby have done for Savannah in regards to bringing in all these people to congregate with one another. And we partied on the pier, and it's in April. I think it's the 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's the first weekend in the month of April. And it's just awesome. You know, next year they said they was going to try to get one day down on the beach because a lot of people wanted to go on the beach and dip their toes in the water. So the Soil Family Expo is just a huge collaboration of people who are like-minded in gardening and like to meet other people. Just make new friends, new family, you know. So that's if I explained that right, I hope you understood that. I have a wooden chicken tractor cut out, but not put together. Maybe my step dad, but help me put it together. Blessings, everyone, everywhere, and always. Thank you, Miss Bessie Lou. Thank you so much. Well, everybody's saying hello. They can be control freaks with separation. And yeah, well, okay. I have some big white mushrooms grown. Now, are they edible or are they just popping up from your mulch and stuff? Because that has happened. People think because they see mushrooms growing in their garden or in their mulch that they're edible. No, mm-mm. No, baby girl. Apple juice is morning time. This is as my buddy, my internet son, broke from cold beer. Red stripe, baby girl. Red stripe. No apple juice here. That's morning zoning. I think they mean Savannah set up by a channel called, yeah, that's what I said, Sweet Thumb. It's Black Tropical Homestead. They have a channel, but they're in charge of everything there. They will send out emails when they're getting tickets for your food, and also they'll let you know if people need roommates for hotel rooms or whatever they'll have all the information for you. They'll be sending that out probably the first of the year. Oh yeah, take plants before they can be destroyed. Yeah. So I hope I explained that enough for you to understand. Nikki said a few years ago I built my own raised beds from wood I purchased from the big box store. Yeah, I actually took some wood, and I used to have a real nice pond till baby's kids destroyed it. And I took the lining from that pond and I lined it inside of my raised beds, wooden raised beds, and that wood is still holding intact because it's been dry with the pond liner on the inside of it. So it's been stretching a long time. They are still intact and being used in my garden. That's what I'm talking about. I refuse to call you J3GS. You are JEGS. Oh, no, that's the honey slanger. And I got to meet him in person. That is Ness. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for coming in this evening. Yeah, I have met quite a few people in person that's in my chat tonight at the Soil Family Expo. And let me tell you, when you go Saturday morning to the booths, it's not just people from Savannah. It's other people who bring their wares in as content creators, and they set up booths as well. And you get some really good stuff. Homemade, from tinctures to juices to salves uh, to a handmade whatever, pretty much. I mean, t-shirts. It's a list of stuff. It's a long list of stuff that they do. Even Bobby broke out with a rabbit for the kids and a chicken and put them in a pen because it's attached to a children's museum. And the kids came over and they thought that was the coolest thing. They got to pet the rabbit. They even got a chance to hold the chicken if they dared to. So it's a lot of things going on in that area at that particular time, and you just have a good time. It was a beautiful day. The weather was awesome. They have a food truck out there. I mean, it's a lot going on, and you just get a chance to enjoy yourself. Then you get a chance to go back and kind of relax for a hot minute, shower and change, and then come for the dinner. And there's games and rewards taken out at that time as well. So it's a lot of interaction with one another, and you just get a chance to enjoy each other. Like we Friday night we went to the pizza place and we had pizza and drinks and stuff, and then we left there and went down to the pier because they had acquired a live band, and we danced and we drank and we danced some more and we drank. And then we started doing pictures. Everybody was acting silly and grouping together and hugging one another, taking pictures. It was awesome. It was. And to me, it was a milestone because they helped me get to 500 while I was there. I had been lagging and lagging and lagging, and they made an announcement. And then next thing I know, boom, I was over 500 before I left Savannah. And I got a chance to stay an extra day with my new adopted daughter, Presbyterian gardener. And we went to all her favorite garden places when that extra Monday I was there. So yeah, gardeners can be fun. They can be quite silly too. Let them get a few drinks in them. They good to go. All right, thank you, G Mama. You got it on in the fifth, sixth, and seventh, 20. Yeah, yeah, and everybody, anybody is welcome to attend. It was a lot of content creators that brought friends who was interested or just wanted to know. They might not have their own channel or they might not even have a garden, but they thought it was interesting and they wanted to check it out. And they came and they had a good time. So they went back. They might have second thoughts about starting their own. Yeah, you're right, Nikki. That's why I said when you got people acting stupid, that mean they got too much time on their hands. Because if they busy, they don't even have time to think about stupid stuff. Yeah. And you know what? We all have to ask for forgiveness, la la, because none of us is perfect. We sin all day. We might not do it intentionally, but it's something we're gonna do during the course of the day that might not be right. So yeah. But if you try to be a true Christian, at least love one another. You don't want to hurt anybody, whether it's physical, mental, or verbal. I got to build and fill wifey's flower bed in the spring. Okay. Yeah, this time of year I had went at the Orange Apron store and they already started putting out the dirt mulch. They said once this is all acquired, there won't be any more till spring. They're trying to set up for Christmas trees. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of folks in here. It's a lot of new people I'm seeing in my chat tonight. It's not your first time in some cases, but I've seen you in other people's chat that weren't aware of the Soil Family Expo. And as we get closer to that time when you need to start making I fly, excuse me. So it's a 3-hour flight for me. So start looking for low fares now because after the first of the year, they start going up. So I've actually seen a couple of fares that are maybe about $50 to $75 cheaper now than what they will be by the first of the year. So if you could get, your airfare together now, and hold you a spot for that, that's what you should do. They will start letting you know what hotels and stuff are available. so that you can book your reservations. So it's a lot of good things. I mean, we party just like the next people. We ain't scared. 13, I don't even look for a jacket until after Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, you ain't in zone 6 in Cleveland. Yeah. Hey, Gail, how are you, hon? Hooper, how are you? Glad to see you made it in tonight. Where YouTubers do hood rat stuff. Oh, yes, indeedy. I'm not kidding. We had so much fun. There was no arguing. There was nobody being belligerent. There was no one having a hard time. We've had some of our YouTubers bring their parents, their moms and stuff in there. And moms party right along. I got to dance with Bobby's mom out there on the dance floor, and who is that? Homestead in the Hood. And we got a chance. They was bringing parents. They was bringing their children, Miss T with the T. She brought her daughter, teenager. We don't discriminate. We just want to meet with one another, collaborate, change ideas, you know, help out one another, and just enjoy each other's company. We're not there to say, oh, I got more, subscribers than you do. You ain't monetized yet. We don't do that. You get enough trolls. You don't need to meet them in person. We don't have that kind of headache. We're there to enjoy one another and collaborate, help one another out, help somebody get to their goal. Like they helped me. Let me tell you, I am here. I can testify to the power of the gardening community because one day I looked at my subscribers, I only had 759. The following week, I had 910. I'm like, where the heck did all these people come from? And the day before my live last week, I hadn't looked because I had been busy with my new great grandbaby. It said over 1,000. It was like 1,100 or something. I truly like to have a cardiac arrest. I literally grabbed my chest and I kept saying, this ain't right. I was like, I know this ain't right. Because I said I'll get my 1,000 by the end of the year. Someone said you'll have it by the end of the week. I had it within a day. I cried and snorted and snotted through my whole life last week. And I still am in shock in regards to the power of this garden community. Y'all some bad mamma jammas. I ain't lying. Y'all got power. Y'all got more power than most people would ever think so-called gardeners have. We look out for one another. If we don't see one another, we check on one another. We got a serious prayer system. Let somebody find out somebody's sick. Excuse I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so glad y'all decided to stay with me. This is crazy. And my bill is paid every month. I think I need a new internet system because this one sucks. This shouldn't keep happening every time I have a live. Sammy Joe, hey babe, thank you for waiting. I appreciate that. Passionate intrigue. RSPIA. Thank you, girlfriend. Thank you very much. No, it's warm here. It's nice here. There's no rain. There's no storms. There's no high winds. I don't know what it is. Hey, there go my other internet son, GT Jr. I want to meet GT. I really do. GT, are you going to try to make it to the Soil Family Expo next year? Oh, we would love to see you. I know the guys would go bananas, but I would like to see you. Yep, yeah, I'm back, Mike. I can't. It's my internet service. Cause if my bill wasn't paid, believe me, I wouldn't even be on. I tried to stay in the bushes. Yeah, well, you can't do that. We love you too much. I enjoy just listening to you, GT, talk about your setup in the garage. For the ones who don't know, GT is in Alaska and he has to do a lot of his gardening inside. Him and Mike Chaotic, they're big into hydroponics. And GT has chickens inside, okay, as well as growing inside, and it's also as well as his hydroponics. So if you need any instructions or you want to learn how to do hydroponics between Mike and GT, those are your guys. They're down with. Now we got a lot of ladies that's down with hydroponics as well. You grow row. Um, who else in there? Crystal, a whole new perspective. Gina versus Gina. We got a lot of ladies in here. Who is that? Food by Faith. And yeah, we got quite a few ladies. TLC in the garden. We got quite a few ladies that's into it too. But the guys who always set off the challenges is normally between GT and Mike. So they'll get you going. They'll get you going. So you had to get new wire to house from pole. Oh, okay. A new center. I can't make it for 2024. Oh man. Oh boy. That would be a treat in itself. Uh-oh. Look at your boy broke. Broke said you can do it. But see, I understand what GT is saying because he said he got too many irons in the fire and he's trying to accomplish some things. So he need to work. Okay, living natural. Made it in for thumbs up support. Just made it home for Shopee, so we'll be listening while getting things done. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Do what you gotta do. Handle your business. So, oh, I see FR. Is Felicia in here? Okay. Good evening, Felicia. If you're in here, FR Humphrey. Oh, okay. So you doing a wig for 2023 soon, Mike, for the hydroponics? All right. I know I seen what's that, Planter Garden TV? He didn't up there from 5 herbs to 10 herbs. I think he says it's starting March 1st, March through June or the end of July. Oh, GT said I started my business in February and I have to take a vacation in August. Got to help my mom with her garden too. Okay, so he got his hands full right now, broke. So that won't be happening right now. Well, we'll be thinking about just with partying. Hey, Veggie Farming. I see somebody saying hello to you, so I know you up in here somewhere. Veggie, I love your garden. I love the way you set up your garden for fall planting, your collards and all your other stuff. That was nice. That was real nice. I always liked your garden anyway. I like the configuration, the whole 9 yards. You really have a nice yard. Oh, Cheryl said no, that wasn't okay. That was somebody. No, FR does. Okay. You saying she does hydroponics? Okay. All right. Everybody saying hello to one another. Yeah. So yeah, I'm fine. You know, most men, are pretty handy. They might not be able to build a house, but they can pretty much, if you make them read the instructions first. So they know what they're doing and quit trying to eyeball it all the time. They can pretty much put together certain items coming out of a box. A woman that's a little more meticulous, she will sit down and read all the instructions. She will pull out all the parts to see if she has everything she needs. And then she kind of, make sure she's got a level, clean surface and start putting stuff together. And if we know it might take us a while to put it together, we'll get up earlier than usual to try to get a head start. So in case we run into some complications, we can still get it accomplished before the day is out. Well, I put it like this. That's me. A lot of stuff I have in my home, I got it at a good rate because you had to put it together. I don't have a problem with putting stuff together. Give me some wood glue. Okay. Let me put some music on, have a drink, and I can put whatever is in a box together. If it's too heavy where I need somebody to help me stand up like a bookcase or something, I can get somebody for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. Veggie. Nice to see you in here tonight. Oh, there go Odom. Odom, are you on tonight getting it off your chest? Yeah, GT, you gonna be the man, G. I can't wait to see what you gonna be doing. Yeah, because you seem to be working very hard at trying to achieve your dream. So I can't wait to see this dream come to life. We all gonna be crying and hey. Oh, it's been more. Okay, it's been an hour. All right. Um, I got some prizes here for you guys, and um, we're gonna do numbers. Let me get my pen and paper so I can write down my number. Oh, here you go. The numbers are from 1 to 75, not 100. 1 to 75. On your march, get ready, set, go. Where Cheryl said 663. I said 1 to 75, Cheryl. What is you talking about? All right. Ooh, okay. I haven't seen it yet. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, the chat just jumped. Keep going. I don't see it yet. Keep going. Keep going. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, I see a few of y'all. Oh, stop. I see it. It's if, I'm checking to see if there's anybody else had this number, but if I'm right, it's Mike the Chaotic 57. I don't see moderators. Can you see if you see if anybody else had that number before? It's 57. Ooh, all right. Nope, I don't see it. Broke Farmer, I said 1 to 75. You got 92. Really, dude? You got to follow instructions. Okay, Broke said Mike was first. Mike, I'm gonna do you like they do on those shows. Mike, you have won. Guess what? Something that you could use in your garden. Most people could use them at all times. I have a pair of gloves and a garden tool where you can use this in your garden beds, whether it's a raised bed or whether it's what they call a grow bag, or whether it's a 5-gallon pot where you can loosen up your soil and keep your hands clear at the same time. Mike, this prize is for you. Please send me your email and address. And I'm writing this down right now because my brain will forget, man. Chaotic. Okay. Gloves. Break. All right. Putting your name and your tag on it so I don't mess up. All right. I got another one. We're going to try this number again. 1 to 100. 1 to 100. On your march, get ready, set, go. 1 to 100. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's drop them numbers. 1 to 100. Oh, stop, 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 stop. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. I think, wait a minute. Let me see if I can go back up just a little bit. The analytic gardener. I need y'all to check to see. The number was, ooh, where are you at? Okay. 89. All right, moderators, check to see if I'm right or not. Let me know if I saw it right. I don't want to miss anybody. Nikki, you were so close. The analytic gardener. Look at her. She grinning already. And for you, young lady, I have the prize of disposable gloves and a trowel. That will be your prize for 89. I hope you enjoy them because I've seen a lot of people wear disposable gloves when they're working out in the garden. I don't know if you use them or not, or you can use them in the house, but you got your trowel and your gloves. This is your prize for tonight, and I hope you enjoy. That's 89, the analytic gardener. Write your name down on it. Number 89. I stuck it on your shovel. I have, wait, there's more. One more. All righty. This time it's 1 through 50. But she said, whoop, whoop, thank you. You're welcome. 1 through 50. Sure, you must cut your income tax check. No, you know what? My granddaughter's actually paying me for watching my great grandbaby. She said, Graham, I need to put a few coins in your pocket. So her blessing is my blessing to you guys. Till I get monetized, this is it. All right. Woo, they jumped in there real quick. Okay, wait a minute. Where's my notepad? Oh, I said 1 to 50. All right. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Already somebody got it. And it's my girl who I've been praying for and sending out prayers. It's Cassandra South Fulton. The number is 48. Please, moderators, check to see if anyone else has that number 48. Before I write her name on here. Is it? All right, so I'm saying congratulations, Cassandra. Cassandra, you have won a, a journal that you can put your garden notes, and I'm sending you pens to write with it so you can keep up with all your gardening dates or seeds or whatever you have in your treasure trove. Okay. This is for Cassandra South Fulton. And thank you for coming in this night because I know what you've been going through. And I'm so glad you made it through here. There go Felicia. I see it now. FR for Humphrey. Hello, dear. Good evening. And I'm putting your name on it right now, Cassandra. And you know, when you get old, you forget stuff. And y'all won't be any help. Y'all be just as bad as I am. I'll be asking y'all, and y'all be like, huh? I'll be like, y'all wasn't even listening. Cassandra, got you. All right. Thank you, all you winners this evening. I really appreciate that. Yes, indeed. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. Um, yeah. I noticed we got a lot of homemakers in here. How many of you bake? Because I know some men can bake better than some women. How many in here actually bake and good at it? We know about you, Hudson. We know how you are. So who else in here likes to bake and pretty good at it? Miss D's, Hollywood Garden, thank you for stopping in this evening. I greatly appreciate that. Anybody else in here know how to bake? You're welcome, Analytic Gardener. You are so welcome. Glad you was in here tonight so you can win something. Fair, I guess. Was it Jeanette Cruz and Homestead? Fair, I guess. I don't know where the pot thing. We know all you looking for, broke, is the big piece of chicken. We already know your wife has domain over the kitchen. Do she even allow you in the kitchen? I know I wouldn't. Oh, Homestead or Rachel? I've never seen you before. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. You say you like to bake? Hey, nothing wrong with it. Now, just because you can bake now, is it good though? I make a pretty good bread, Gail says. Okay. All right. Pound cake and sweet potato pie is it for me. All right. Is that you like it or you like to eat it or you can make it and you're good at it? Veggie said, I can follow a recipe. I ain't mad at you. Yeah. Or would you say to eat? Yeah, I figured that. I used to love baking. Will probably start back when I retire. Yeah, that's a nice thing to do. I like baking too. What I like about baking is that when I don't have a big sweet tooth, but when I do, I go in the kitchen, whip something else up, and then I have people below me and above me, and I just knock on the door and say, "Y'all want the rest of this?" Because I'm not gonna eat all of it, because I always make too much, always. Uh, mm. Oh, thank you, Drills. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Same to you. Baking is something I got away from, but need to get back to it. Yeah, I want to start making homemade breads. I can make rolls and biscuits and stuff, but I want to go back to the homemade breads. Oh, oh look. Sorry, y'all. Um, Great old fashioned pound cake that has hard top and cracks tastes great. Now, you're stating, making a statement, but do you make this or is this something that you know somebody else makes and that you like? Sammy Joe, we didn't see you with Miss T with the T, so I know you can burn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I grew up that way, everything from scratch. Back in the day, I mean, you didn't go in supermarkets. I don't think we ever really went into supermarkets. I can't even remember if we ever went into a supermarket. Growing up, Granny did everything from scratch. Yep, yep. If we didn't have it in the house, she made it. And she didn't have recipes. This is stuff that she learned cooking in the big house, if y'all know what I mean. And I'm not talking about jail. Back in the 30s and 40s. Yummy Jim, what other way is there? Yeah, yeah. I used to love to watch my grandmother make chicken and dumplings, and she used to stand. I actually took a picture of my grandmother standing over a pot in the kitchen, tasted some and get ready to drop some dumplings where she made them from scratch and just pinch them off and let them just drop in. You could see the thickness of the broth of the chicken in the pot, and it just perfumed the whole house. And your mouth be you just be salivating. Just oh man, can't wait till it's done so you can go in there and tear it up. Yeah, David, do you cook? I know you can garden, but can you cook? I know a lot of good. My friend cooks. He cooks real good. Some things he cook better than me. Yep, I know a lot of good men cook, but can you cook, David? My grandmother made a lemon cake with a ganache type topping on it. Delicious. I have the recipe and I make it sometimes, but as a diabetic, not often. My mom made the best lemon meringue pie. Oh my God. That pie was so good it make you want to slap somebody. Oh man, she would put it under the broiler so that the tips would get burnt, that little browning on there with the what's that, the meringue. Oh my goodness. My mom could make and a German chocolate cake. She would buy real coconuts and we would crack them and drain the milk off of them. And then she would scoop the coconut out of the shell and crumble. Oh my goodness. My mom could bake like nobody's business. I used to bake, but everybody's grown and gone, so there's nobody really for me to bake for. No, get enough to eat. David said he ain't cooking jack if he don't have to. He get somebody else to cook it. I know, Jay David lying. I know he can cook. He probably would tear kitchen up. Well, we know GT get down. Every time we talk to him, he always cooking for somebody or tasting something. J3GS, yeah. I can see you doing that. I can see you. You say you know how to make Jamaica sorrel juice. I know you know how to make more than that. Roro, what's up, baby? You made it in here tonight. Glad to see you. Thank you so much. You missed the giveaways, Roro. Yeah. Uh, I saw someone make an apple pie cake. Look delicious. You saying an apple pie cake? Ooh, all right. That sounds interesting. Oh, these nuts. How long ago was that? Wasn't Jesus still? You know what, David? Why do we even pay David any attention? He don't know any better. Yeah, GT. No, we know he be throwing down and burning. Bake and give to those in your area. Yeah, yes, indeed. Yeah, I make a big. My neighbor upstairs, elderly gentleman. We've been knowing each other since we've been living here. I've been 24 years. He's been here 26. And every now and then I cook a lot and I always share my food with him. And he'll come down sometimes and knock on the door. And I was like, "What's up, Craig?" And he's like, "We haven't had spaghetti in a while." And I look at him and smile. I said, "Who is we?" Oh, so he a good old country boy. And I didn't think he liked cabbage and greens and stuff. I was sadly mistaken. He likes all of that hot water cornbread, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, this is a man of a different persuasion. So his taste buds. I thought his mom is uh, from Louisiana. I think he said he was brought up on Cajun foods and stuff. So he changed my way of thinking about the stuff he likes to eat. So he eats everything. He does. I'm an apple pie filling. In a half an hour, I can make a pie or apple crumble. Ooh, yeah. I was gonna make some apple preserves and stuff for my apple off my tree, but the deer and the groundhogs and the raccoons thought different. So I did catch some at the beginning when they first started plumping up. A lot of my friends who came by the house to look at the garden, I let them pick their own apples off the tree. But then after that, by me being gone on and off so much at my granddaughter's house, they was raiding that garden and they, yeah. So next year is next year. I worry about next year when I get here. Yeah, I want to make some apple preserves, some apple um, sauce, make some homemade apple juice. I want to take the peels and make some apple cider vinegar. Excuse me. I got a list of stuff I want to make with them, but next year I'm not gonna wait so long to do it. The great grandbaby will be a little older, so I can put her in her stroller, and she'll be sitting right out there in the middle of the garden with me. My granddaughter already knows. She looked at me. She say, "She'll be at your house next year." I say, "Mm-hmm. Yes, she will." You know, I'll be giving her a cherry tomato. Let her taste what real food tastes like. Sorry too for a pie. Yeah. Who makes apple turnovers? Oh, I haven't done that in a while, but I have made them. A nice flaky dough. Yeah, put that apple make with the I will make up the apples. I will semi bake them and add some brown sugar and cinnamon and nutmeg, and I will make my triangles. Yeah, and put my little dab in the middle and take a fork and pinch it all the way around. Deep fry 'em, please. Oh, I know about some apple turnovers now. My first business was a bakery. Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. After I heard that you used to work in a funeral home, I would have never thought that you was into baking. Ah, interesting. Yeah. See, that's what I say about our community. We got all kinds of people here from all walks of life. There's some stuff here we wouldn't have never thought someone was involved in until they make a statement like that. That's interesting, PIA. And that's why you need to be eating deer sausage, Miss Short. You know what though? Mary Grow with me. It's illegal over here now to kill deer in our area. You can get a fine and go to jail if you kill deer here. Now it's pitch black out there now because there's no lights over in the lot. Now if they go over there now, snatch and pop one and take it out of there. I ain't saying jack. I don't even hear. Like what? Huh? What? Oh. No, did you hear anything when? No. Mm-mm. I would make sure you had everything that you just oh, yeah. Every now and then, my son's buddies that he grew up with, I used to make, they come home for the break, and I make big pans of peach cobbler and all that stuff. My son said they never made it past the first rest stop. They gobble it up. He's supposed to take it back to the dorm. Never made it that far. My mom made every fall with apple seasons in Ohio. This is the only month of year I miss my home state. Yeah, this time of year, if I didn't have the stuff here, we would go down in the Amish country and buy bushel baskets full of apples and stuff and bring them back and preserve. They wouldn't even, most of them didn't make them through the winter. They'd be so good because you get you some toast with some homemade butter and some hot apple um, sauce or what my grandmother used to make just preserved apples. It would be so good. Oh my goodness. You'd be fighting trying to take your toast and wipe the bottom of the jar to get that last little juice in there. There she go. You row. Yeah. Did you get your package yet? I know. A few other girl, you know they sent my your package back to me because I didn't write out street. I was like, are you serious? Yeah. This been remailed, so I just let me know when you get it, sweetie. Passion I can't say out loud. David, behave yourself. Act like a gentleman. Yeah, you know David's a piece of work. He get them crazy thoughts and he has the nerve to say them out loud. He said, I'm just saying what other folks ain't saying or what other folks thinking. We already know, David. We do. We already know where that conversation is going. Yep, he be cutting up so bad. You grow row. I laughed so hard at your seed haul. I was like, she got every tomato out here known to man. I was like, Mike got every pepper out here known to man. Whether it's hot, the hotter it is, the better Mike like it. And here you come with your seed haul with all your tomatoes. I was cracking up. Y'all so funny. Oh yeah, we used to go to Manador, Ohio, and pick apples by the bushel. Missing my cider and donuts about now. Yeah, that fresh apple cider that they would have in the Amish country. Oh, it'd be hot, it'd be good, and then you could get your what kind of popcorn was that? Cattle corn popcorn fresh. Watch them do it. Oh my goodness, Amish country was a trip to go to. Okay, let me know as soon as you get it. Thank you, I appreciate that. I have a page, but don't use it. Oh, that's David talking to somebody else. Does anybody have any questions about their growing their garden this fall? I know this time of year most people are trying. I've seen a lot of garlic videos. I'll be doing one hopefully tomorrow. If it don't rain, I'm gonna try to plant my garlic. I got a package of garlic for someone dear and close to me, and I want to go and put it in the ground um as soon as possible so I don't get caught up missing because I was trying to miss this last frost, which was supposed to be Monday. So I don't know if it's still coming or came or what, but it was cold enough to be Monday. Yep. So I'm going to do that and do a little cleanup. I just want to just pull those old tomato plants out. Rest of the basil. My rosemary is already in a pot, so I'm gonna bring it down and put it in the basement next to um, the figs and miwok kumquat. The leaves already fell off a couple of my figs, but as long as they don't freeze, I know they'll snap back for next year. Hopefully, from the three that I didn't get fruit from this year, I did get fruit from my Chicago fig, and it still got figs on them. So I hope I can get them to grow to the end. So, but the rest of them are dropping leaves already, and but my Meyer lemons, they're looking pretty good though. And the bananas looking pretty good. So I'm not gonna overwater it. Put your garlic out soon, Miss Shaw. This won't be like recent years post. We gotta get cold quick, I think. Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to put a piece of chicken wire over it because I think the animals be watching me when I go out there to plant. Because I can go out there and plant something and go back out later on in the day to see if it's watered enough and it'll be dug up and sitting on top of the ground. They did quite a bit of my garlic that I did during the summer months. I put it in the ground and came back and find it sitting on top of the ground. I was replanting garlic for a week and now I've gone over there and I've actually seen some green tops. So they finally left it alone and it took root. I think it's only maybe about two or three of them but I had a lot more than that. But I'm gonna try to get that garlic in tomorrow for sure, because I'm off baby duty until Tuesday. So the next couple of days will be Granny's time to catch up on laundry, grocery shopping, and the garden. And if it's nice tomorrow as it is today, oh, I got physical therapy in the morning, but I'm back by 11. So I'll go right after physical therapy because then by then I'm kind of loosened up by then. But I won't come in and sit down. If I come in and sit down, it ain't gonna happen. I know that for a fact. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow when I come back from physical therapy. Thanks for the heads up, you Roro. Because I wanted to put it in last week. I just didn't have the energy. I'm getting my bed ready for garlic on Monday. Yeah, I found out I had an extra little container out on the porch that has bone meal, blood meal, and worm castings mixed in it. So I can put that in the holes of my garlic. Yeah. Who else? I have a volunteer tomato coming up. Yeah, well, will he get a chance to grow? You're down in Georgia, Jeanette, so you'll have a better chance of it happening down there than we would up here. You roll. I don't know if I said hello. Okay. I got my garlic done a few days ago. Okay, Sammy Joe, you got yours in. I planted garlic but fencing over it and still not a one, not again. Yeah, well, I hope they don't dig up mine because, like I said, I think the animals watch me plant my stuff. And if I don't wrap it down and tie it up and put a lock on it, when I walk away, they come right behind me to dig it up just to see what it is. They might not even know what it is, but I know they can smell it because when I cut the seal on that box for the garlic, oh, I caught a whiff. It smacked my nose so quick. I was like, woo, yeah, this garlic, all right. Yeah, so we're going to see. The analytic gardener said tomatoes are basically the only things in my garden right now besides deer. I still got peppers. I just watered. I got a bell pepper on the front porch. They had the nice red ones. They turned red. And I watered it real good today because it's still loaded with peppers. And then my jalapeno that's at the side door downstairs, I took all the red ones off. It's still loaded full of jalapenos. So it's even put on a few flowers. So I'm gonna let them go for as long as they want to, because once the cold and the snow hit and they start to wither up, that's a wrap. I'm not bringing them in the house. I'm gonna pull them up out the dirt, so the soil. I'm sorry, not dirt, but soil, and let the soil rest for next year. Just start my plants inside and then just pop them back in there. Mike, Mike says I need send some I need send Cheryl her seeds. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're slacking. Yep, you're slacking, Mike. I know you got a little miniature store over there. I was watching Homestead Heart today, harvesting all that okra that she had. And she had the regular okra, then she had the burgundy one. I want to try the burgundy next year. David said the tomatoes may not make it about to get cold unless you have a greenhouse. Yeah, Mike grew from bulbs. Oh no, planted garlic the other day. Fingers crossed. I watched your garlic planting video. Oh, Aunt Sammy, garlic will make. Yeah, garlic will do it. It'll get this thing down at the farmers market this year. Depending on where you are, start there if it's still warm enough. I'm going to the farmers market Saturday morning. I got a couple of girlfriends who never been to the farmers market. I was like, how y'all not go to the farmers market? And they have first come first serve. So they open up at 8 and they close at 11. So at 7:45, I'm sitting in a lot because it's first come first serve, especially if they got collards and mustards and stuff, the brassicas and stuff. They go real quick. And sometimes they have butternut squash and what's that other squash they have? Acorn squash. That's really good. This one particular booth that I always go to, he has his greenhouses and farm on the west side, so I know where that produce come from, and it's always been good. I get some of my starts from him too sometimes. It's I'm the only one in the area that gardens and all the deer, squirrels, chipmunks come. Yeah, that's the way it is, Maya. Hey, she, we're here. Nice for you to stop by. Glad to see you here. I'm trying to find elephant garlic. Okay. Yep. Well, mine's got sent to me, so that's all I can tell you. Tamika, how are you, Davis? Good evening. All right, all you folks who just came in, please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit and see. Now, all you folks who said y'all looking for garlic, elephant garlic, y'all been watching other people's videos? Better send them an email, you know, and see if they got any. That's all I can say. Check them out. If they showing videos, I mean they got garlic. So check to see what they have. We tell them, send me some OG. Well, tell them we'll send some. Oh, Oh no, Gail. I know the feeling. Yeah, I was watching. Who was I watching? CC, Texas. She was up potting all her stuff that got into that's really growing. And I mean, she got a full garden. Every time she find an empty spot, she throws something in there. And next year, I'm gonna get my ground cherries. Brooke sent me some seeds for ground cherries, and I didn't get a chance to put them in the ground. I'm glad I didn't because the deer would have ate them. I still wouldn't have got any. So I'm gonna start some inside, and I'm gonna have more pots up here on this banister outside than on the ground, and I might get a lot more out of my garden than putting it out there. You said, "Oh no, I know. My entire fall garden is still in trays, with me up potting as much as I can, but getting real old. The deer is on borrowed time. Yeah, cause I ain't kidding. When you start planting stuff, them animals is like, oh, she out there planting today. Can't wait till it get dark. I'll be down there. It won't be there in the morning, so don't look for it. So if you ain't got it wrapped up like a baby being swaddled, it's gonna be a wrap. I've reached out already to others. Oh my goodness, David. Whew. I was too hurt when the deer started eating my beautiful ground cherries. Let me tell you, Analytic Gardener, from this house to the lot, they ate all my hostas. I had the most beautiful hostas. I had hostas all the way around the front, even on the curb, down the side of the house. If you see some of my other videos, they ate everything. They ate everything. They ate all my. They even ate the new baby ones. I transplanted some. I split them up and put them. Even the new ones that finally started taking root. And I guess they figured their leaves was just as sweet and tender. They ate them too. They ate my hostas. Um, I had a couple mulberry trees. They ate all the leaves off the mulberry trees. They ate the very tops off of my black eyed Susies. They didn't touch the coneflower, but they like the black eyed Susies. And what else did they eat the tops off of? A couple other plants. Yeah. They don't like the lavender. They left the lavender alone. Oh, I had some Madonna lilies. They ate the tops off my lilies. They ate the tops off my Asiatic lilies. They were just about ready to bloom. I saw them the day before, came out the next day with number sticks. So yeah, they turned my yard into a smorgasbord, and they didn't do this over a period of time. They went through there at night one day. I think it was like a herd of them. It had to be more than two or three of them, and they just some started down this side of the house, some started on the street side, some started on the sidewalk side, and then some started close to the porch, and they just wreaked total havoc. I used to cry and get upset, and I can't even do it anymore. I can't. I spray stuff on it. And I sprayed pepper spray, the stuff they said supposed to be off for deer and whatever. But I see those little hanging baskets, like they're not a basket. What is it called? Like a little sack that you're supposed to be able to hang. So I'm gonna hang some from my tree. I got a Japanese maple, and around my azalea rhododendron bushes, and see if that's gonna deter them. So I hope so. Mm, yeah, yeah, that's exactly how I feel at Athletic Garden. I'd be like, I know one day, the first time they did it, I literally stood in my yard and boo-hooed like a baby. I said, do you know how long I've been waiting on this stuff to come up? It's gonna be so pretty. I was trying to be in a garden show for the houses in the neighborhood. And 2 days before the judges was coming out to do the yards, that's when the deer went through mine. And he said, I bet you this yard was beautiful. I was like, yeah, it was, past tense. I was hurt. He was hurt for me because he said this is like it would have been a pretty nice yard. I said it was. Putting onion, garlic, and leeks around the outside of the beds help with deer. Not these deer, girlfriend. I have leeks, garlic, onions. I got everything. They actually pulled my garlic and leeks out the ground, ate the roots, didn't eat the top. ate the roots. I couldn't even replant it. Yep. I was so outdone. I was like, they ate the roots. I couldn't even replant it. So I just took the tops and stuff in and chopped them up and used them. I see deer in the backyard almost every day all year long. Oh yeah, they out here real bad now. It's like they trying to get as much they can before the snow hit. Yeah, you go out there early in the morning, like 6:30. You see herds some in people's front yard, just grazing. Yep, that's what they did. They busted through my deer netting fence. They went through. I had chicken wire. They kept hitting up against it until it came off. I had it bent over the sides. Chicken wire stretched across and bent to the sides. They kept hitting it until they actually bent one side open. I had bird netting and some other stuff. None of that stuff stopped them. They got their tongues and noses through that and ate everything. If you see some of my videos, you see where they bit off half of my Tigger melon and they got all this. The seeds was right. All those seeds, a lot of them fell on the ground. I just left them there. Yep. And they came back and they finished off the other half. I don't even pull them off anymore. I was like, well, it's no use of throwing it out and letting it waste. The seeds that dropped on the ground, I'm gonna see if they germinate next year. I will try at this point. They are busting. Oh, okay. I read that. David said, Gail, where are you? Where are you located? She said, outside Milwaukee. Yep, I do too. That's them. Hood deer. Yep, yeah, Odom. I was like, I need you and Stacy out here. I know y'all would well, you might not thin out the herd in the park, but you eliminate them enough in my yard that they won't come back, especially when the relatives don't come back. They'd be like, Joe went over there. Did he come back, man, last night? No, I ain't seen him. It's like, well, we sent Carl over there too. He ain't back either. And he's like, Carl ain't back? Oh, maybe they'll find somewhere else to go. No, I'm not off yet. Yeah, I'm not off yet. I got about 10 more. I got 10 more minutes, okay? Mike, you hear your child? Yeah. Uh, I dealt with deer a little at the last place. This time around, them Ohio groundhogs are waging war against me. I was standing in the doorway of my granddaughter's house today, and I'm standing and looking out the porch, and and I left my phone upstairs in my room, and a groundhog literally walked down the street, down the sidewalk to her house, came up the lawn, and went up underneath the porch. I was like, man, why did I leave my phone upstairs? I would have did a video on it. I mean, he just strolled down the street just like he owned the place and went up under the house. I don't know if he's got a burrow up under there or what, but he disappeared, didn't come back out. Yeah, yeah. Groundhogs, deer, raccoons, possum, they're notorious over here. It's like, what's his name? Al Capone and his gangster friends. Joe and Carl taste good. I bet they would. I bet they would. With a pot of beans and some kale sauteed on the side. I'm ready for it. Yeah, I like venison all different ways. If you can come over here and knock this out, I'll be so happy. What was it? David, we have all close to acre lots and built up all around us. They have no place to go. Ah, well, they got places to go over here. They just keep coming over here, though. Somebody add a chipmunk in their house last night. Yeah, somebody had a chipmunk in the house last night. I think it might have been, was it Miss Native Cherokee? Somebody did had a chipmunk in the house. They was trying to get it out. I'm not sure. Yeah, they gangster. They pass hood. They gangsters. I open up the door and they be eating in the yard. They look up at me and going back to eating. I had to get out there, run up on them, clang my hands together, walk up on them to move. because they not scared of men. They've gotten so used to men in the neighborhood, human beings. They not scared of them. You can stomp your foot and you can holler, and they look at you like, was she talking to me? You had to literally almost run up on them with a stick or a broom or something, shovel, for them to move because they don't. Like I said, there was a bunch of teenagers out there. They had their heads down. I opened up the door. They all held their heads up, looked at me, did like that, put their head right back down. I was like, wow. Okay, let's eat some venison stew. Oh, so Cassandra's even in on this one, huh? I would love to. I know they got to be tasting good because all the vegetables they've been eating here, they ought to be lean. There shouldn't be any fat. They should be good and sweet and tender. It should be easier to marinate them bad boys and cook them down. Seriously, because the way they've been eating up over here, they've been, like they say, eating good in the neighborhood. That's what they've been doing. They got plenty of place to go. There's a park at the end of my street. My street don't go all the way through. When he gets to the stop sign, it goes this way or that way. It does not go straight because there's a fence. There's a park, a huge park. And they used to let the hunters come in the fall and thin out the deer in the woods. And for some reason, they did not pass that ordinance again in the last voting period. And the deer have quadrupled, babies and all. And they're coming into the neighborhoods to feed because the pickings, I guess, is slim. Because the bigger the herd, the less there is to eat. So, yeah, and it's not any construction around here. There's no new houses or anything being built. So they're not being run out of their habitat per se because of man, but it's just because of overpopulation. And they won't let them thin them out. And they sent us out an email and they sent letters in the mail saying if you get caught shooting or destroying any deer, you could pay a fine and be imprisoned. So, yeah. So if they don't pass the new ordinance, it's just going to keep going on. I plan to hash them boys up for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, David said I'll be right there with you. Oh, my friend was calling his wife outside and he looked for his cut. The chipmunk was trying the hot chocolate. Oh my goodness. We were in Southern Ohio at a friend's wedding, and one of the ladies that we was with, she ran outside to make a phone call. No, her phone rang, and she went outside to take the call. That's what it was. We heard her scream, so we all ran out to the door, and there was a buck with antlers this big standing out in her yard. She was on like 30 acres, and he was standing out in the yard, and Carol, whose house we were at, she was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna bother you. He's just a regular." And she said she called him by name. I forgot what his name was. And he literally nodded his head like that and turned and walked away. So I guess she has a regular herd of them that comes through. And she has blueberry bushes everywhere and she has cages built over the blueberry cages. And they have the little runabout that they ride over on the property. And they took us on the little truck light and we go to a bush, take the cage off, gather the blueberries on it, eat what you want, and put some in the basket, put the cage back on, and go to the next one. And you did that until you got your fill of blueberries or your bucket or both. So that was the only way that she could keep her blueberry bushes. I wish I could remember how her husband made those cages because they fit perfectly over there and the deer can't get inside of them to eat the blueberries in there. And they were nice and big and juicy. What we say? No, we can't touch wildlife here either. Okay, not even groundhogs. We can catch them, but we have to pay to get them picked up. Can't catch them. And we had the same problem here. You row. People have been caught catching groundhogs and raccoons and releasing them in the metro parks. You can be fined and arrested for that because they said they got their own, you know, overpopulation in the metro parks and people been catching and releasing. And here they want $300, $300 to pick up anything you trap. So they said if you catch it and it dies, you can put it in a trash can and sit it on the curb on trash day for pickup. Like somebody gonna tell you that they, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the same way here. You can't kill anything here. You get fined or arrested or both. That was great, great. So glad I live in Texas. So you got a chance to pop them off, huh? I gotta pay you to pick up. Yeah, yeah. No releasing. Yeah. My neighbor used to, and we had traps. I caught 8 raccoons on my porch, and I live on the second floor. They literally crawled up the drain pipe and came over the top and was raiding my flower boxes. I haven't had any last year or this year, but a couple of years before, they were bad. We were catching them like one or two every night. They'd actually came into the house a couple of times. I had to get a screen door put on there. Yeah, they were bad. So I don't know what's up. All right, y'all. We got 2 more minutes and we'll be through. David said, get a rope. Oh, pay to pick. Yeah, you got to pay them to pick it up. It used to be 50. No, first it was $35. Then it went to 50. And then they outsourced whoever disposed of the animals. And they started charging 300 a pop. So people got creative and didn't talk about it, whether or not they caught a critter and disposed of it their own particular way. So yeah, it was that bad here. I'ma say good night, you grow row. Good night, the analytic gardener. David Corey with the crop. Odom's Homestead. I think you doing get it off your chest tonight, Odom. I'll try to get through and check on you because I haven't eaten, so I'm hungry. Mike Caddick Gardening. Hey, 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 hey. Texas La La. Yes, indeedy. Broke if you're still in here. GT if you're still in here. Passionately Intrigued Arts. Cheryl Faulkner. TLC in the Garden. F.R. Humphrey. All you good people who came in here to see me tonight. I appreciate you and congratulations to all the winners of tonight. I will try to get that taken care of and out to you as soon as possible. Cheryl Faulkner, Roro, Cassandra, Living Natural, Sammy Joe, 1982. All you good people, thank you for coming in tonight, and I love you all. I appreciate you guys, and please come back next Thursday to see me on Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And as I always say, show me that you like me just a little bit. Y'all have a good evening. Y'all come back now. You hear?